Hey, what's up, guys? It's Adam from Composely, just here to go over the second part of the scoring and action cue. And I just kind of wanted to go over maybe how to kind of think about some of the rhythmic elements that aren't drums. So you kind of want to have some synths that are kind of almost like creating a rhythm that are kind of like, if you think of something like The Dark Knight or, plenty of movies. Pretty much almost a lot of big major scores use this element. Um, and you just gotta kind of look through your library of sounds, and maybe you might have to go purchase something depending on what you're looking for. But I've always been pretty lucky with the sounds that Logic has for scoring. So this one in particular I found is called Ceremony Sanctuary, and I feel like it goes pretty well with just kind of the rhythm of what we're going for here. Um, so I'll play it and we'll kind of see how it goes. And this is, you know, usually in this, oops, sorry, kind of playing there. In a scene like this, you kind of want to have one establishing note that's kind of, kind of repeating that you can kind of build upon. Kind of similar to what we did with the drums. So, yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and just play. Let's see. I guess this G right here. And that's all we're playing. Okay. There we go. So that was lucky because it turned out that I could actually use that sound for multiple purposes. Because by the end, it turned into this cool rhythmic pad. Every time it was going down, it was able to kind of pitch bend down and also slightly bring up the some of the expression, the transient. So yeah, so that's cool. That ended up working out really well for that part. So let's go ahead and try a bass sound. This is kind of like a rhythmic bass thing. So let's do this, and then from there on, we'll kind of move on to one more sound, and then we'll get to the orchestral stuff. So let's bring that in a second here. All right, and there we go. So I'm going to go ahead and add a bit of the James Bond motif here, using some big horns. I'm going to do it during the action change. So it's like kind of when you notice that the action's actually changing, the music's changing. It's kind of that moment, kind of like in Indiana Jones. A lot of times you'll hear that where the theme will actually change as the action's changing, and it fits with what the action's doing. So that's kind of what I'm going to try to do here. So let's go. So, not really, perfect, brass writing there, but it works. So obviously, you want to sit there and, with a lot of this stuff, you don't just go in and just record everything. You go and you record it, and then you go in step by step, and you go in here and you make sure you move everything around. You making sure that everything comes in at the right time, and all that good stuff. So. And also automation, which we'll go over later. Automation and mixing are last. So the way I look at it is you just try to try to get the elements down. Once all the elements are there, you can kind of start seeing the bigger picture. At this point, though, we've got the drums, the rhythm, the rhythmic bass, the rhythmic synthesizer, kind of thing, and now a big brass kind of section. So really, the biggest thing I'd say we need at this point is just maybe some strings. probably should cut this. Starting about here, we could either try to get all the sound, the timing right, or we just cut it. I'm just gonna cut it. Yeah. So. Also, one thing, I want to duplicate this, and let's add a trombone here. And, you know, we'd probably have something kind of, wouldn't be so, such a dry cut. So stay tuned for part 3, where we're going to talk about kind of how to mix this and put this all together and, you know, make it presentable for the director.